Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL lately, you know that the offseason is heating up. Free agency is just about 2 weeks away, and the buzz around the league is intense. Teams are already positioning themselves, making strategic moves, and looking to improve their rosters for that shot at the Super Bowl. Among the names that are generating a lot of discussion, especially for the NFC contenders, is Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, that same Chris Godwin, who has made a name for himself as one of the most reliable and dynamic wide receivers in the league. And despite a tough injury last season, he remains a hot commodity. Now, let's set the scene. Last season, Godwin suffered a significant setback during a Monday Night Football game against the Baltimore Ravens, where he dislocated his ankle. It was a tough blow, not just for him, but for the Buccaneers as well. When a player of his caliber goes down, it's a huge hit to the offense's rhythm. Godwin, who will be turning 29 at the start of this upcoming season, has proven over the years that when healthy, he's a true WR1, a game-changer capable of stretching defenses and making clutch plays. His route running, hands, and ability to gain yards after the catch make him one of the top-tier receivers in the league. But the question everyone is asking now is, where will he land? Will Tampa Bay bring him back? That's certainly a possibility. The Buccaneers have been known for re-signing their key players, especially those who have contributed significantly to their Super Bowl-winning seasons. However, the NFL landscape is highly competitive, and with Godwin's injury history and the fact that he will be a free agent, he's bound to explore options elsewhere. And one team that's expected to be very interested: the Green Bay Packers. Now, if you've been following the Packers this offseason, you know they've got around $37 million in cap space. That's a significant amount, and it gives them the flexibility to pursue some of the top free agents available. What the Packers really need right now is a true WR1, a player who can take over games, stretch defenses vertically, and give quarterback Jordan Love a reliable target. Remember, Love had a pretty solid season last year, throwing for 25 touchdowns. But of course, he's still young and developing, and having a seasoned, elite receiver like Godwin could make all the difference. Imagine Jordan Love connecting with Godwin on some of those deep routes, or seeing him make tough contested catches in clutch moments. That kind of chemistry could be exactly what the Packers need to push over the edge and become serious contenders once again. And make no mistake, the Packers are in that window right now, trying to build on what they've started. They've got a talented core, and with just a few strategic additions, they could be right back in the thick of the NFC playoff picture, pushing for another Super Bowl appearance. Let's talk a little more about why Godwin would be such a perfect fit for Green Bay. First, his skill set. He's not just a speedster, he's a polished route runner with precise cuts, excellent hands, and the ability to gain yards after the catch. That's crucial in today's NFL, where offensive schemes thrive on quick, high-percentage throws that turn into big gains. And when you think about Jordan Love's arm strength and mobility, having a receiver like Godwin who can create separation and make contested catches is a huge advantage. Furthermore, the Packers have been looking for that consistent, dependable receiver who can step up game after game. Christian Watson has shown flashes of brilliance, but he's still young and developing. Romeo Doubs has potential, but having a veteran presence like Godwin, who's been through the battles of multiple playoff runs, would bring a stabilizing influence and leadership in the receiver room. Plus, Godwin's experience with a high-caliber quarterback like Tom Brady would translate well to working with Love, who is still ascending in his career. Now, what about the competition? It's no secret that other teams will be interested in Godwin. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers may want to bring him back, but the fact that he's a free agent opens the door for several suitors. The New York Jets, the Kansas City Chiefs, and even some teams in the NFC might also have their eyes on him. But for the Packers, this is a prime opportunity. They have the cap space, the need, and the desire to make a bold move. we should also consider the overall strategy of the Packers this offseason. They've already made some key moves, and they're looking to add talent that can help them compete now, not just rebuild. The NFC North is getting tougher, with teams like the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings making significant improvements. The Lions, in particular, have become a formidable offensive team, and the Vikings have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. To keep pace, Green Bay needs to make smart, impactful additions, and a player like Chris Godwin could be that missing piece. Another aspect to think about is the culture and environment in Green Bay. The Packers are a storied franchise with a proud history of developing talent, and the community support is second to none. For a player like Godwin, who's coming off an injury and still seeking a big payday, the appeal of playing in a team that's competitive year after year, and in a city that embraces football could be very attractive. Plus, the Packers front office has a reputation for being strategic and player-friendly, which could sway his decision. Looking at this from a broader perspective, the NFL offseason is always a period of intrigue, speculation, and strategic moves. For the Packers, adding a top-tier weapon like Godwin would send a message to the league and to their division rivals that they're serious about contending in 2025. It's about positioning themselves for a deep playoff run and making a statement that they're not just content to compete, they want to dominate. And don't forget, this is not just about filling a roster spot. It's about building a team with a clear vision, one that combines young talent, experienced veterans, and strategic acumen. With Jordan Love developing and the defense continuing to improve, the addition of a player like Chris Godwin could be the spark that pushes the Packers over the top. It's about making that leap from playoff contender to Super Bowl favorite, and in today's NFL, smart acquisitions can make all the difference. Now, as we keep an eye on the free agency landscape, keep in mind that nothing is set in stone. Players like Godwin are weighing their options, and teams are doing the same. The Packers are certainly in the mix, and the possibility of him wearing green and gold next season is very real. It's a storyline that's developing quickly, and we'll be here to keep you updated every step of the way. The NFL universe is watching, and so are we, especially as Packers fans, eager to see how this chapter unfolds. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and we're here to bring you all the insights, rumors, and analysis you need to stay ahead of the game. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go!